Hi everyone, Annette Kessler here with the second card in the 12 Cards of Christmas series that we are making every year. A link to all the measurements for all the cards is in the description under the video, so go ahead, download it, print it, and then you can make all the cards with me. So today we are making a spinner card with a tree spinning in the middle, and I've pre-cut the two pieces that I need to make my card. Going to start with the larger one and fold it in half. I'm using a double-sided cardstock as a base for all my cards, and in the cutting guide you have all the descriptions of all the types of papers that you need. Then you fold each of the edges towards the center in half again, so you'll have 4 panels. This is the part for the front window of the card. Okay, it's not the base, I'm sorry. I'm going to put the base aside. This is the front window of the card. So next we need to make our window. So what we're going to do is measure 1/2 inch from the top and 1/2 inch from the bottom, and then 1/2 inch from the right fold line and the left fold line. Then we're going to cut all those lines to create a window. So I'm going to use a ruler and a pencil to make sure that I measure everything accurately. So 1/2 inch, going to make 2 dots and then draw a line. We can later erase that line, of course, and then 1/2 inch from the top and the bottom edges, just to make sure that the lines are straight. I can do it directly with the trimmer, but I just want to make sure that I don't overcut, because the window needs to be accurate. So drawing those lines as well. And then lastly, measure another 1/2 inch from that left fold line. So the window is going to be in the center of our card. Once you have all the lines drawn, you can cut them out with a ruler and a craft knife, or you can use a trimmer and simply follow the lines. I rather use a craft knife and a ruler, have more control this way, I see more clearly. For me it's easier. So you just cut that window out any way that you feel comfortable. Okay. Making sure it's straight. And then we'll have our window. Okay, we can take that aside. Now the next thing is just make sure it folds properly. Okay, the next thing is to attach the twine. This is how it's going to go. So we're going to attach the twine to the center of the window, because we need to put a shape on it later so it will spin. Just removing the pencil marks. I didn't put a lot of pressure on the pencil, so it's very faint, but I still want to make sure nothing is shown. Okay, so I'm just using a plain white twine, whatever you have. I'm flipping this over, and I'm going to use just 2 pieces of paper folded in half. It's the same paper, the same cardstock that I use for the card. And I'm going to put some glue on the back of those pieces and use that piece to sandwich the twine in between and secure it. you see that that little piece is the same width as the top of the window and the bottom of the window, so it won't show. Trimming the excess of the twine, then attaching the second piece. You can also attach it with masking tape if you want. I'm just using some scrap papers. It's easier this way, at least for me. Just align the two folds together of the little piece and of the window so it will fold properly. So once you have the twine ready, you see this is very straight, and now we are ready. Let it dry for a little bit and then you'll be ready to attach the tree. I cut 2 triangles. First, let's just fold the base of the card in half. Okay. And then fold the cover paper in half as well and attach it to the center of the base. This is going to be the backdrop of our spinning tree. So for the tree, I just cut 2 triangles. You can cut any shape or use a die cut machine, or if you have die cut shapes, as long as they're not too big or too long, I should say, because we don't want them to pop off the top or off the bottom. So they need to be in the size that fits inside the window. You can choose any shape that you want. If you have a Santa or gifts or any type of holiday shape that you want. So I cut 2 triangles and 2 little trunks. And the first thing to do is to apply glue to the back side of one of the shapes. We need to make a sandwich. That's why we need 2 shapes. Attaching the little trunk. We're going to put one shape on one side of the twine and then sandwich the twine with the other shape. Just making sure that the tree is straight. The twine is supposed to go in the center of the shape. And then I'm going to apply glue to the back of the other triangle and sandwich the twine in between them. So now I'm just attaching the little trunk first, making sure nothing moves and the twine stays in the center. So I'm attaching the trunk and then I'll attach the other triangle. And then just leave it to dry for a few minutes. Then you'll have your spinner element. See how cool that is? So once that's dry, we apply glue to the back side of the right and left panels and attach them to the base of the card. Pretty easy, but really cool effect. Okay, we're not attaching the top and the bottom parts of the window. There is no glue there. We need them to pop out so the tree will have room to spin. Like this. So when we close it, we see that the tree pops out a little bit, so we're going to fix that in a minute. But first I want to let it dry and embellish the sides of my card a little bit. So basically what I did is fussy cut a few images of gifts, of presents, of wrapped presents from one of the pattern papers that I have. just going to arrange them on the two sides of the card. You can add any type of embellishment that you want. You can make a banner, you can add more trees, you can add stars, you can add Santa, you can add whatever. You can leave it blank and then write something on it or stamp something on it. This is the part where you make the card your own with your own design and your own imagination. I'm just going to arrange those gifts here, stack them. Not everybody likes fussy cutting, I know. Some people say it drives them crazy. I don't know, I find it relaxing. I can sit and fussy cut a lot. But not everyone is like me. So just embellish the card as much as you want or as little as you want. Just want to make sure that they fit in color and size. Just stacking them one on top of the other so the card will look pretty and festive. Let's add one more. And of course you can also add embellishments to the tree itself, maybe rhinestones, maybe stars. You can add gifts under the tree by attaching them to the front of the window or to the back of the card. Just use your imagination and make the card as pretty and as embellished as you want. So now I promised you we'll fix that problem with the tree. And what we're going to do is add another fold. So what I did is folded the top and bottom frames part of the windows like this, added two valley folds here and on the bottom. You can glue that if you want, but it's not necessary, and this makes the tree fold more to the inside. This is how it looks. Okay, so I really hope you liked this video tutorial of card number 2. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the little bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video so you won't miss anything, and you'll be able to follow this series and other tutorials. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time, and we'll make card number 3.